Here's a few movies to check out this week, currently on Netflix Instant. Horror, We Are Still Here. This was the movie that almost made it into my top 10 of the year. It just got inched out, but it's still a great horror film. It's about a family that recently lost their son, and they move into this house in the New England countryside to kind of get away from things. And after a while, they come to find out that the house is cursed, and the people in the area have something to do with it. This is a slow burn movie. There's not a million boo scares. There's not stuff jumping out at you every 5 minutes. This is a very dread-filled movie. Once the family moves into the house, weird things start happening, and it just slowly ratchets up the tension. And then finally, in like the third act, it really goes nuts. And it's so much more effective because of all the stuff that was building up to that point. An outstanding horror film. Action, Cradle to the Grave. DMX is a jewel thief who steals these rare black diamonds, and the person who wants the diamonds kidnaps his daughter and wants to exchange her for the diamonds. It gets even more complicated when a Taiwanese intelligence officer, played by Jet Li, gets involved, and the two of them have to join forces to rescue DMX's daughter and stop the crime lord who wants the diamonds. The action in this is great. I loved how they made Jet Li almost indestructible. He just beats the living shit out of everybody who he encounters. It just makes it very enjoyable. Comedy, The Sandlot. A new kid moves into a neighborhood, and he wants to make friends with the other kids, but they're all into baseball. They play out on this baseball diamond, the Sandlot, and it's next to this fenced-in yard with this gigantic dog they call the Beast. There's a special ball, I don't want to say why, because that's part of the movie, but it gets hit over the fence and into the yard of the Beast, and they have to get the ball back. So they spend the rest of the summer trying to devise different contraptions and whatnot in order to retrieve the ball and not get mauled by the Beast. That's the basics of it. There's a lot of other things to it. They go to the pool, they go to their treehouse. It has a very kind of Goonies feel to it without the whole overarching adventure. But the adventure is more or less them trying to get the ball back, as opposed to getting One-Eyed Willie's gold. Action. Raise. I was hoping to not have two actions this week. I watched another genre, but the movie completely sucked. So I'm going to recommend this, which I was going to recommend next week, but I'll recommend it this week. Raise is about 50 women that are handpicked because they all know how to fight. They get put in this underground fight club, and they have to fight to the death. The main star of the movie was Zoe Bell. If you don't know who she is, she's probably the most well-known stunt woman working today. She's just amazing. She's done fight choreography for so many movies. She's done a ton of action stuff. She's just great. The movie more or less focuses on her, but it does go into the backstories of some of the other characters. Essentially, they're all brought in because of their different fighting styles. The one girl was a kickboxing instructor. One girl was just a insane bar fighter, and they all have to fight each other to the death because if they lose, then the people that are running this are going to kill one of their loved ones. It's really dark and kind of depressing. I give them a lot of credit for doing it this way because there's no silver lining. These girls, they all kind of become friends and then they have to kill one another. The fight choreography is brutal. It's worth it just to see the fights alone. A very interesting, dark action movie. That's all I got for now. I'll see you next time.